Marvel FPS shooter. You gotta like having that kind of games now, don't you?
Yeah.
You started off like it was a Twilight Zone episode. You're sitting at home. You're playing a first-person shooter, but one featuring licensed characters. You haven't seen a licensed game like this in many decades.
And the truth
You
is,
may have just entered.
and the truth is, it's not even a first-person shooter. It's actually third-person.
Gentlemen, how do you feel about
Shit.
Overwatch?
May we invite you?
Have you heard of the Overwatch killer?
The Overwatch?
I've heard plenty of Destiny killers.
Yeah, well, they've tried, but this one actually is doing pretty well for itself. Doug, what are we doing today?
Well, this is technically our third attempt of trying this game out, but our first attempt of
You're welcome
the first
for that.
official season.
Yay.
Yeah, unfortunately with that.
Third
This is
time's
our
the
first
charm,
attempt of the
everybody!
Third time's the charm. This is our first attempt of this game's first season that dropped not long ago. I want to say a week ago by the time of this recording.
Mhm.
And of course, as per usual with some of these games, we got new heroes. Technically 2 at the moment. We will get new ones in the upcoming weeks. First
Yeah,
is Mr. Fantastic, and the second is Invisible Woman. Sue Storm.
Yeah, from my understanding, they're handling their like character additions not too dissimilar to how Multiverses does it, where it's like we'll get 2 at the beginning of a season, then in like the middle of a season we get the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Not against it. I think that's one way to still amp up the ante of what else is to come.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's pour a cool one for Marvel's First Family, as they are now joining the fray.
Yay!
Let's go!
Woohoo.
Featuring Herbie.
So, let me see. Are you watching the Cimac now, or can I invite you?
You can invite me.
Okay. Yep. So it's a free-to-play game. I mean, first of all, a number of like good benefits about this. It is a free-to-play game, available on most consoles and platforms, I want to say, and yeah, really solid cast of characters that you'll be able to see us all play through and show off hopefully a decent amount of varieties. I don't know. I'll do my best. I'm not the greatest at this game, but I enjoy
Listen,
it.
you just stick with what you stick with what you feel most comfortable and confident with.
All right,
Yeah.
lads, are we ready?
I'm good.
All right, so load up and bam.
All
let's
about
go.
this is just to have fun.
Yep.
So 2 sharks and a Moon Knight went to Asgard.
Walk into a club and just like, hey, how's it going? How you doing?
How's it handling, fellas? So, Doug, or Logan, or anyone else here who's intimately familiar with Marvel, what exactly is the purpose of Marvel Rivals? Or, yeah, the story.
Well, it all started when one Doom looked at another Doom in the multiverse and said, "You're not me." And then they got really mad at each other and then started to create a warring, like, a war that, like, is trying to, like, say who is the best Doom, who is the Doomist of the Dooms. And
The
unfortunately,
Doom.
all the various heroes and villains of Marvel are kind of caught up in the mess of it, trying to, I guess, gain some sort of order in this power vacuum that's happening.
Yeah, and apparently it's spanning like a bunch of different universes because like all these heroes, they're not all from the same universe technically. Like for example, Black Widow is technically from the 2099 timeline.
Ah.
Interesting.
And it's how you can have, and it's how they'll explain like little skins and stuff. Like the Mantis I'm playing is supposedly from some universe where she was at Wakanda and like she's wearing like a vibranium suit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least it'll keep her alive longer than she would in her normal suit.
Yep.
Early, yeah.
And now we're gonna head into and play our first game mode, simple, King of the Hill kind of mode.
Yep. Very easy and simple.
Oh my god!
Take out everyone that is not kosher with your own universe.
So why don't you explain the characters that each of you are playing as?
Okay. Well, I'm playing Mantis. I decided to pick her up after I was... I got cornered. Ay! I got...
You got capped.
Ha. I decided to play play Mantis after I said, like, I usually play support roles. And, I played my first match as her and really enjoyed her toolset. She throws some sort of like energy or some sort of like she seems to play some sort. She seems to like fire some sort of like plant energy or whatever out of her hands, and that's what I'm gonna be like hitting people with. How about you, Doug?
My first match I played when I booted up this game for the first time, it was the boy I'm playing as Bucky. Love his gameplay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we should probably like explain when I say explain the characters. So all the characters as at the moment are divided into 3 different subtypes. Logan is playing as a strategist type, which are basically kind of like the support and healers. Doug is playing as a duelist type, which are kind of the most standard of all the characters. Like they usually like vary between like melee and range. And then you have the vanguards, which are basically the beefy tanks.
Yep.
Yep. And along with Mecha, he's also playing strategist, but as a Rocket.
I was about to say, because if you were going to tell me that Rocket's supposed to be a Vanguard, I don't see it, because he's pretty tiny.
Yeah.
He's a squishy little shit.
I mean, I can buy him being a duelist, but yeah, he's a strategist that, like, he can be able to heal his allies, and I think it's either his ult or one of his specials can give you unlimited ammo for a little while.
So you're playing as a particular character.
Yeah, that's his team up mechanic, and if he has that infinite ammunition, that's only going to be working for Bucky, thank goodness, and Punisher.
Okay. Oh yeah, because that's
but his
also like
ultimate
another.
beefs up.
Yeah,
But his
that's
ultimate
also
beefs up the ammunition.
right. Because that also is like another thing. Like it might be a carryover from Overwatch. I don't know. I'll get more into the specifics of that in a bit. But yeah, depending on who's on your team, you can get like certain buffs.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And that's a big mechanic of this is the various team ups and stuff. Like a classic one is you can as Groot and Rocket, you can actually have Rocket jump on Groot's shoulder and act like a turret of sorts.
Thank you.
But oh no!
Get out of here, shark.
Yeah, as far as like what's going on with Rocket, he uses healing projectiles. Get out of here, Captain America.
That's what you get for
Gotta
killing
kill
me
him,
earlier,
Neves.
Cap.
I don't know the meaning of the word freedom.
Ooh.
I am an idiot.
Got that last shot.
Nice.
Woo!
Nice.
Alright, but it's best 2 out of 3, so we're heading off to the next map.
Throne room.
Yep.
To the throne!
The battlefield may change, but the war never
What are your
ends.
impressions of the game so far, Mecha? Like, do you have any particular mains you like playing as?
Suppose kind of been leaning with Luna Snow as far as strategist, but still trying to figure out the others.
All right. Are
That's
there
all
any
you
that
got.
you want to get better with?
And I mean, suppose there's Groot, and then
Oh, so the goal is to keep everyone away. It was Magneto's idea. For some reason, he thinks
Okay.
people are scared.
Also, a
one
cool
of-
thing in the middle of action is that, say if you want to change things up a little bit, you do have the option of changing characters on the fly. Or at least I
Well,
think it's on the fly.
Well, not on the
On the
fly. It's
fly.
like when you're in the respawn area, that's when you can change your characters. Because once you exit that respawn, you're stuck with whoever you're playing as.
Right,
Well,
that makes sense.
respawn or when you die.
Yes.
And sometimes you're going to have to
here it
make do
goes.
with what you got because the whole, while you're on your own team, you gotta, share the Marvel. You gotta share the Marvel hero and rivals with everyone else playing. So
Right.
if you have someone else who's currently playing as Rocket or Groot or Spidey, then you're gonna have to make do with someone else.
Yeah. So, since I was just asking Mecha about mains, what about you, Logan and Doug? Like, aside from the characters you're currently playing as, do you have any other characters in the game that you gravitate towards?
You want
Oh,
to go first, Logan?
For me, I also just kind of like fall to like DPS characters like Punisher or I've been trying to learn more characters, but like Tank, I'm kind of struggling as Tank for now because I don't know when to. I'll admit it's my own fault. Is I don't know when to disengage because it's like you're meant to be like I'm meant to absorb some damage, but not all the damage. Oh, magic behind her.
To the right.
Yikes.
Nope. Thank you.
Well, at least I'm scared with my ultimate.
That
now.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, get away from that.
Oh.
Oh boy. Watch out, fellas. She's likely gonna mindfuck you.
Yeah, Scarlet. Yeah. Oh yeah, we can actually talk about that because more things have been happening recently. The James here has been so far in our MCU extravaganza is officially caught up to the end of Phase 2 in MCU.
Yay. We're going on to Phase 3 soon, and save for a few exceptions, that's as far as we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess I'll admit, like I'm still in the middle of getting my sleep schedule adjusted, so I wasn't there for the entirety of when you guys watched Age of Ultron and Ant-Man. What would you say were your thoughts on those again, James?
Well, I gotta admit, with Ant-Man, I still feel bad for the test sheet.
Yeah, poor little fella.
Otherwise, I mean, that movie was fun, and Age of Ultron, I thought it was pretty good. And honestly, Ultron himself is probably one of the better villains we've had across these recent string of movies.
Yeah.
Well,
And I know-
it is very amusing because, like, he's also like. I know we say this for like a lot of people in the MCU, but I feel Ultron in particular is like very different from how he is in the comics in the movie.
Oh yeah, Matt's definitely attested to that from what he's told us.
Ooh. Did I save you?
Yeah, we did it! Hey, you did it!
Congrats.
That was my first time doing that. Holy shit.
I thought
Nice
he
to see
was
we got the
immortal
MVP.
doing that.
We got
The
MVP. we got
MVP for
we got
today
MVP.
is.
Oh,
wait,
actually, we
see
gotta watch
this
this
first.
and then we helped Loki.
The archives
um,
have been spared.
But to also answer Steve there, because I was kind of focused on that too.
Congrats, Logan.
I'm
Thank you.
hey, nice. I'm more so of a duelist kind of guy, so I just go with Bucky, or depending of who else I want to go with. As of late, Moon Knight. And depending of who I don't really have a choice with, I'll try to do tank, but I'm not too good with tank unless it's a specific character I'm good at. Same with support.
That's fair. I have a request, just for the sake of making sure they get some screen time. How about at least one or two of you show off the new characters that we got in this first half of the season?
Ah yes, the lovely couple.
Oh, okay.
I could do that.
And then after every game, you can check and see who was the MVP. Whoever would have been the MVP on the opposite team would get the SVP. And then a neat little thing is that in Overwatch, only like the best player gets to see their play of the game, but every single player after they beat a game, the game has saved their own personal play of the game kind of thing that you can see at your
Nice.
leisure, which I appreciate.
Yeah, depending if it's good enough to be saved as a highlight.
Right. All right.
And,
Well, let's hop on in again, I guess. See what happens. See how long we can stomach this for. Yeah.
Speaking
I
of
did more
support, I could
healing
probably.
than you that round.
Yep.
Just a smidge though.
Oh boy.
Ooh,
Kind of funny.
Clintar.
Oh boy. Since we're going to be showing the new characters, I'll be so.
I'll try Punisher.
Never mind.
Oh.
Damn, she got taken. Like, man, that's what happens when Marvel fans get horny over the newest lady.
Yeah.
Nice. You're gonna
I'll
try
be that guy.
Right,
Have you seen all the fan? I mean, hey, have you seen all the fan art?
So right
Well,
here,
yeah, I mean that's that is one thing that I'll say. Like before I get too into my own thoughts with the game so far, like that's like the one thing that definitely captivated me right off the bat, and obviously did for a lot of other people. The art direction in this game is something to behold. Like I really love some of them I feel like could be better, but a majority of like the character designs and general art direction of this game I adore.
I'll agree with that. Honestly, the only real damning thing I could say is that I think they shouldn't have bothered giving Reed Richards a beard.
Well, to be fair, that's kind of a thing that's carried over from some of the more recent comics.
Fair enough, but it's also like, dude, shave, you fucking hippie.
Ironic for a scientist.
On my way to the refrigerator.
Do.
No,
Yeah,
he's
I'm-
walking away with the refrigerator.
I am actually pretty impressed with how silly they're going with him and his powers.
Yeah. Because, he has the standard stretchy powers, as you can imagine. When he's doing that little fridge walk, that can actually reflect a projectile.
Oh, nice.
Oh, portal.
Oh gosh.
Do.
What? Yeah, wow. Doctor Strange literally just went right around us. That's actually very clever of him. Spider-Man's doing his thing. Nice. Alright, I'm coming. So
He's doing whatever a spider can.
So here on, what did you call it, Clintar?
Yeah, Clintar.
This is the, the planet of the symbiotes?
The symbiotes, yeah.
No, I did not mean to do that.
Oh god!
Whoops.
Oh boy. Well, that was just rude.
I am Groot.
But yeah, like, what's funny is that, like, a lot of the maps that you're going through in this game, like, even though there's, like, a big overarching story, apparently a lot of the maps have, like, their own, like, little self-contained stories as well. Like, for example, for Clintar here, there's, like, a war going on involving, like, this planet's god called Null. And then with, like, I don't know if we're gonna see it in this video, Spider's Island, where Spider Zero, I think her name is needing your help to fend off this other enemy that... I'm gonna be honest, like, a lot of the more recent characters I have, like, no real knowledge of. I'm just going off whatever I'm glancing.
That's fair.
Oh, good.
I genuinely like the art style that they're putting into this, which is surprising, considering, I don't think I've seen this company do anything with Marvel before.
I'm not too sure either.
Like, what else is NetEase known for?
I think mobile stuff, if I'm wrong or right about that.
Mostly. Honestly, it's funny because, like, up until this game was released, the most I was immediately familiar with in terms of, like, Marvel Rivals development is that there was some pretty, you know, there was some pretty heated controversy over it.
What happened with it again?
I forget what it was for, though. I think it was mainly due to some problems, due to problematic staff.
Maybe. Like, I think I remember it was an instance of, like, some of the artists ended up getting uncredited, but I don't remember anything, like, worse beyond that.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Yikes.
That's yikers.
It is
Yeah.
yikers. And what I also did there, I don't know for all of them, but depending of how well timed you can actually do the fucking fridge walk shit, Reed is invulnerable to most of the ultimates.
Yeah. Well, it helps that,
And
like,
he's
a
one of
lot of the
only heroes
ultimates...
that can do that.
Yeah, it helps that a lot of the ultimates he can technically reflect. Like, for example, Iron Man's maximum pulse, you can just fling it back at him.
Wow.
Yeah, as Captain America, as far as I'm aware.
Right back at you, Mr. Stark.
Shut up. Peter?
But yeah, I'll say, like, from the modes that I was able to play, like, these escort ones, they're not necessarily one of my favorites.
You know what? Why don't you tell us the rest of your experience as a retired veteran hype?
Well, veteran might be a bit of a stretch, because, so I tried to give this game a fair shake, because, you know, I'm a big Marvel fan, and I really like the art direction, and I really like a lot of what this game is doing, like, of its own accord. Like, I can definitely understand why people are getting into it. The big problem with it is, and it's a problem that, like, the guys can attest, because, like, when we were talking about how... Well, first off, when we were talking about, like, the times recording this, apparently I underestimated the amount of power this thing consumes, and every time I try to record with the guys, it ends up crashing my PC, so that's a big reason as to why I'm not joining. But then after a while, it just kind of went down the fact that, like, at the end of the day, I'm really not a big, like, shooter person. I'm really not good at them, and I really did not have... try as I might, like, I wanted to stick it out for the guys' sake. I just was just not having fun playing this game.
Which is fair. Like, sometimes even if it's based on a franchise you absolutely love, like, sometimes it'll be tied to a genre you just can't click with no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah. This does have different audience aspects.
Yeah, namely those who actually, those who are finally sick of Blizzard shit with what all they've been doing with Overwatch.
Yeah.
Literally.
I mean, if nothing else, I'm at least glad that it's working out as great as it is. Like, I'm happy for the game, and I'm happy for all the people that are enjoying the game. And it's like, I really want this game to succeed. It's just lame that I can't enjoy it as much as everyone else does.
Oh shit.
All these voices all in our heads. It's too much.
Yeah. But what about the rest of you guys? Like, from what all you've been like playing of it so far, like, well, how all have you been enjoying the game?
Even with my lose streak and depending of which players I'm going to have a hissy fit with, which of course that is going down to happen, I still find enjoyment with this. I'm going to punch that guy.
Well,
Defeat.
Curses.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Bucky was doing really good with that ult of his. He has the power to do
Bucky
it.
can be Bucky's very devastating if you know how to use him right.
yeah.
Let's see, it worked. That could have done much better than that. Spider-Man was pretty decent, though. Spider-Man is tricky. Spider-Man is like a glass cannon, where depending on how well the player is using them, like, if they know how to use maneuverability to their advantage, like, it can be a really powerful character. Otherwise...
Certain characters, you really have to learn their basic movements, and depending on the level as well, you really have to get used to their
2099.
moveset and maneuver.
Right.
Like
Say, Resh-
Spider-Man, for example.
Say, we're actually getting pretty lucky in showing off a good variety
Master
of maps.
Weaver, that's the guy I was thinking of that Spire Zero's up against.
Oh, okay.
I'll try, why not?
Gotta be quick before someone steals her.
Chatty
Well, Doug
Daddy.
already got her.
I'll try Cloak
Man,
and Dagger.
could you put her in anything a little more tactful?
Yeah, again, don't worry.
Thank you.
Chatty Daddy.
You know, I mean, I don't know why. I just think it's funny, like, see the, like, where that whole alt costume, like, where it debuted in, and it's like, obviously they made it look better, but it's also like, man, you could have told me it was a completely different character, I'd completely agree with you.
I mean, I'll be honest, like, as much as I love a lot of the designs and whatnot, a lot of the alts, and even to extent some of the defaults, I feel like kind of have that same problem, where it's like, if you didn't tell me it was a Marvel property, I would assume it's from an entirely different IP.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, they're great in isolation, but I feel like some of them feel like they kind of, like, aren't entirely well suited for a lot of the characters they're associated with.
That's totally fair. So now we have Doug as Sue, we have Logan as Dagger, and we have Mecha as Venom.
Which, by the way, I love the fact that there is this one Penny Parker skin that is just so blatantly just Evangelion.
Yeah. 100%.
No, crap. I couldn't get there in time.
Yeah.
The Cloak and Dagger are kind of interesting because, like, as you can see, like, they kind of switch back and forth between... You can switch between Cloak and Dagger, like, on a whim. A Dagger kind of leans into, like, a strategist role where a lot of her attacks can also heal enemies, whereas Cloak is a little bit more of the offensive type.
Right, so what can be very powerful, and he also has infinite ammo that can home in on somebody. Alright, Venom's walking around.
Right,
so,
Scarlet Witch has that too.
So a good use of him is being able, a good use of them, I should say, is knowing when to swap between the two and being able to do so on the fly. So I'll do that there.
Oh.
So that's that. What can you say about Sue, Doug?
I prefer playing her than Mr. Fantastic. Because Mr. Fantastic is a little bit weird when it comes to actually learning his curves.
That's fair.
Ah, I fell down.
I'd imagine being able to turn invisible whenever you want is a huge plus.
There's two ways of doing that. Either... Get out of here. Either doing a double jump that can actually turn you invisible, but you can't be hurt by that. Or, depending of not attacking the your foes, you can actually turn invisible in time, and that can heal you.
Okay.
Right. Well, and there's also, like, I'm not gonna tell you to do it now, just save it for when you absolutely need it. Then there's also her ultimate, which, if used in the right circumstances, can also be pretty devastating.
Oh yeah.
Get out of here, you damn raccoon.
Oh, Venom over here.
We do not let you copy us. Well, how dare you point at me? You pointed first. It's rude to point, you know. Be very rude. You be very rude. You are pointing. Literally, as you were saying not to.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
All good.
But alright, I'm gonna go. I mean, we're basically distracting him back here while you guys continue to. Ah, damn it! I couldn't switch in time.
All good.
Thankfully, our Moon Knight is very good. Moon Knight is interesting in that a huge bit of his a huge part of his tool set is using his onks to like ricochet shots everywhere and compounding damage between the two, pretty much.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah, it was a tool that I really liked using back when I was playing as him. I guess for people that are curious, when I was playing the game, the three characters that I usually gravitated towards, or at least the ones that I felt the most comfortable playing as, were Moon Knight, Scarlet Witch, and for a little while, Jeff.
Everyone needs a Jeff on their team.
Oh, that's a problem.
Well, I mean, he is one of the more handy strategists from what I've seen. Like, especially, even if his ultimate can be kind of abused badly.
Only the best for our lovable little lane shark.
Yeah.
Punisher.
Oh, that hurts.
That hurt a lot. But yeah, basically with Sue's ultimate, you can make it's also Sue's ultimate is a big wall barrier, of course, what we saw, and that can also very much heal your entire teammate if you know to place it right. That also helps us because it makes from the
enemy
team,
standpoint.
Enemy standpoint, yeah. They won't be able to see us. So we can do random bullshit as much as we want. Fuck this.
Yay.
So if you use a Sue's ultimate to lead up to someone else using their ultimate, it can be pretty much a bloodbath.
Yeah, and one thing to note as well, you can actually slow down if you're inside the thing, or by that move I just launched. And that has fucked me up a couple of times.
Right. Go to sleep,
that
go
was
to
nice.
sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Okay, there you go. He went back to banner.
Get him, boys!
That is something that I really want to try and see, because, like that's an interesting thing when it comes to Hulk. Like, you start off the match as Banner, but then you unlock the ability to play as Hulk, and, like, if you take enough damage, you turn back into Bruce. I really want to see if anyone's won a round where they never Hulk out once, if they won the whole thing just playing as Bruce.
I actually have seen
I think
footage.
that has happened.
I've seen footage of people doing that. I'm
Nice.
gonna hold off a bit. Hang on, Doug. Oh my gosh, the Venom found me.
Oh no.
Like, it makes me curious if they even, like, if NetEase thought of that possibility, if they even... Actually, I'm pretty sure they did, but just imagine, like, they're so aware of that possibility that Bruce even has his own MVP animation.
Could be.
Whoop.
Also, for anyone wondering at the moment, no, I have not played the Marvel Rivals, and I don't really have the intention to because I'm not as much... Even though I do have my fun with Marvel, I'm not as big of a dork as these guys are. And secondly, much like Hype, I'm not too big on cover shooters. So I'm mostly just here to watch. I'm here to be the poorest this video's poorest example of a Galacta.
Ha.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm surprised Galacta is like in this as much as she is.
I was surprised Galacta was even a thing. Like, that first trailer where they first showed her off, I was like, wait, this is actually a thing?
Apparently, yeah.
Because it's
So
like,
is
it's not
Galact-
even like a thing created exclusively for the game. Apparently she was from the comics.
Okay, that's actually what I was about to ask. Like, was she even a thing beforehand? But I guess that answers it.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, all these characters, like, with the exception of Luna Snow, who apparently debuted in a mobile game first, everyone you see here did have an origin in the comics.
Interesting.
Like,
Oh,
for
there's a
example,
problem.
Jeff the
I-
Land Shark. Like, for example, Jeff the Land Shark, he actually debuted in Gwenpool.
Everything was going so well.
Oh, I gotta move.
Everything was going
Not
so
terribly
well.
surprising
and then
considering, you know, he's a land shark.
everything was
Right.
going so well, and then the Star Lord had a Hulk show up in the very small hallway with him, and I said, "Oh no."
Well, look at it this. Look at it this way. At least there's not a Doctor Strange among the audience.
True.
Yeah.
So another neat
Imagine,
thing.
imagine a Doctor Strange try to unleash a portal straight near a pit, and you all fell for it.
That has happened, and I hate that that's possible.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yikes.
Oh right, we gotta get to the
I
machine.
gotta push that.
Yep, get into the machine.
Got your amps, Greg.
Oh, overtime.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, then he has.
Boy,
ult.
it's time for overtime.
Yeah, this is bad. His
Yep.
ult is very powerful. Yeah.
More so
can't-
bullshit than powerful, in my opinion.
I can't get near that. Moon Knight's trying to get over there. Penny Parker's on the way. Oh, overtime's about to
Nah,
run
we're
out.
probably not gonna get it.
Yeah, no one can get close to it.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, because with Star-Lord's ultimate, it auto-aims.
He's so big.
He
He's
is.
big.
Curse you, YouTube
Get the fuck out of my
streamer.
sight.
T-streamer.
I mean, yeah, that's
Oh,
why
it is a
TT
streamer. I just noticed the username.
Yeah, that's usually how
Yeah.
you can out tell. Hey, we got SVP at least.
Oh well.
Yeah,
it was worth a
congrats.
shot.
And yeah, 3 healers beat for whatever. I mean, that's fair. I was trying.
Free
to
healers
try
is
to-
pretty good if you know how to use that combo right.
I know. We probably need one more damage though. Oh, Midtown, a new map, another new map.
Hello. Bats.
Yeah, now we get
This
to
one's
see
new
one
to
of the
the
maps
season.
made for this season.
What's this called again? Eternal Night.
Eternal Night.
Yep.
Because Dracula apparently is a thing.
Oh, yeah,
Not random bullshit go.
yeah. Apparently, because like Dracula is this iteration of Dracula. Yeah, he's been a Marvel character for years.
I see.
I love Thor's name, being Mr. Tom.
No, it's
Mr. Knight, I presume.
I love the idea of like, it's Mr. Tom. Ah, that's no problem. Mean Mr. Tom. Oh no.
He's bad, Mr. Tom.
Is it bad that I can
Oh, hey,
imagine
Herbie.
that being one of Thor's aliases?
I can see it.
Yeah, why not?
So the Baxter Building is delivering something. We're gonna help deliver it.
Protector of the overnight travelers.
We're coming down the elevator right now. Again, I like all the little unique animations and stuff. Whoa.
Really though.
And sometimes you get some nice banter between all the heroes.
Yeah.
I just want to see if it'll charge up my gun. Come on, I'll give it back.
Come on, you can trust me.
Come on.
And yeah, no, now all this stuff, like, it is really decent. I think the voice actors they got were all did very good impressions, or, you know, what I'm trying to say with the characters.
Yeah, I'd say
Takes
so.
on the characters.
Yeah.
I mean, you got your
Okay,
obvious players. Like, I think it's like who's playing Spider-Man again in this game?
Yuri
Yuri
Lowenthal.
Lowenthal.
Same from
That's
the
Yuri, okay.
same thing Insomniac games, yep.
And I think Thor's still Travis.
Yeah, Thor's Travis.
Wounds are gone. Thanks.
Oh boy.
I did not want to do that.
How can Herbie drive when there's a tree wall in the way?
Sir, would you be so kind to move your big honking tree wall? I got a delivery to make.
I am Groot.
Moon Knight, chill for a second. I'm trying to get the heal gun to you.
Well, you don't have to be rude about it.
Oh, no.
I don't know what Herbie actually sounds like. That's the best I got.
It varies. Like sometimes it's along the lines of what you said. Sometimes it's a little bit more like robotic sounding, more like high pitched. Like a lot of characters, it kind of varies.
Your opinion, robot.
Does he ever sound like a Jervis?
Jarvis. I'm trying to think of like what iterations sound like Jarvis. I guess the one from World's Greatest Hero sounds like Jarvis if he was like a little bit more neurotic.
Fair.
Oh, nice. Mean Mr. Tom hammered him. Yeah,
I want to ride.
but I found myself gravitating to the support roles a bit more.
Makes sense.
So I guess another thing that I can ask, like, and this is more so for the characters. And this is more so for, like, Logan and Doug. Well, James can answer too if he wants. Just more so people that have an intimate enough knowledge of Marvel to answer a question like this. Aside from any characters that might have already been known in advance, what characters would you like to see make it to Rivals eventually?
Deadpool.
Deadpool feels like a pretty, like, obvious, just an obvious pick for me. I could also see, oh, I have it here on the left flanking. I could also see, oh gosh, I'm actually trying to think now. Yeah, good. Nice. I love that. Oh, shit. I love all the unique, like, dialogue you can hear, depending on what you're doing and who you're fighting.
Yeah, it's cute.
Let's get on top of
how about Green Goblin?
Green Goblin actually
Green Goblin would be nice. It'd be nice to see some Spider-Man villains pop up in here.
How, for Matt, however they try to implement Mysterio would be interesting.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Oh boy.
Bring in Fishbowl Man.
Yeah. Let me see. Like, as far as, if we're gonna pick X-Men characters, one that I know a lot of people would like to see, myself included, would be a Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler would be nice. Could you imagine Jubilee working in this?
Yeah,
I could see her being like a strategist type character.
They can make it work. Anything can make it work.
You know what? Please, Sammy, and include Rogue.
Yeah.
And Gambit.
And Gambit.
Gambit, I feel like, has a higher chance of getting in. Like, he'd probably be a really fun duelist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
I think with Nightcrawler, my only issue is that he would have similarities to maybe Magic's moveset a little bit.
Well, I guess it just really depends, because, like, to be fair, you could probably make the same argument for, like, a Hulk and Thing, and yet Thing's gonna be coming soon.
Well, yeah, but they are clarifying he's gonna be a little bit more differently.
Right, so I'm saying, like, I don't see why they couldn't do the same for Nightcrawler.
I'm not saying he won't ever be in the game. I'm just saying in case of worrisome.
That's fair.
Uh-oh, here comes Iron Fist.
Yeah, Iron Fist is not a fan
Yeah,
of.
fuck Iron Fist.
Yeah, he's not a fun character to fight against.
And for those that say he's pure skill, fuck off.
You say as
You
you
pick
know
him because
exactly.
he's
We all know
you
exactly
pick him
why
because
you
he's a broken fucking character.
He's the only martial artist I know who can fly
And can beat Iron Man.
and can beat Iron Man.
It'd be like if you made a cover shooter about Capcom games and added Strider.
Oh, yeah, Squirrel Girl's in this
Stampede.
as well. Yeah, Squirrel Girl's in this as well.
Yeah, she is.
And people loved how she's represented in this game.
Hell yeah.
So now that we have Reed Richards in the game, would that dampen Kamala's chances?
I'd say it really depends on how exactly they execute her powers, because, like, to be fair, like, from what I understand, she has more to her utility than just stretchy arms like Reed has.
Yeah.
Such as...
Well, I know she can also grow, so they could probably use, like, you know, some growing powers into her kit.
Yeah.
That's fair.
What else?
Unless they do that energy bullshit they gave her in the MCU.
They could very well. They're all we know how they are all about freaking consistency, so they could actually do it.
Synergy.
Side Penny.
Poor Penny.
What else?
Let me see, as far as other characters,
Yondu would be sick, actually.
Oh yeah, well,
don't mind
with the arrow.
Yeah, that would be cool to see, if, like, have it be like the homing in thing. What else?
One character that I'll say, just because he is starting to get a bit of relevancy, and also just because I'm really curious to see how they can make such a stupid idea work in a game like this, Howard the Duck.
He does wield a gun, canonically.
He'd be the one you least suspect.
What else? Oh, climb, Rocket, climb! What else? Trying to think of other, like, really fun characters. Already got them. Because, unfortunately, a lot of my exposure is just from the MCU. War Machine, I guess, maybe. Go, Herbie!
You did.
Hey, you got it.
We done did it.
Done did it.
Lock and load, boys.
Good job.
Yeah, right, little man.
And for a person that said off recording that he's not good at this game, brother, you've been killing it.
Yeah,
trying,
like
anyway.
you've been doing pretty good with the MVPs.
Like, stop doing that.
Well, I like support, and I can do well with support, and I can get assists. How'd I do in this one? 16-1. Oh, shit. Okay, that notwithstanding. I like support, like, attack pools. I'm not the best on the front line. I've learned that. Anyway, let's try one more round before we wrap up.
I work
That's
the
a
absolute. I work at the absolute best as the bitch on the sidelines.
Alright, we're back here. I'm happy that with the randomness of doing these matches, we lucked out and got to see like at least one of each of the different. I think we got to see at least one of each of the types of maps in this game right now.
One of each, yeah.
I don't think we've been to Wakanda yet.
Oh yeah, I don't think we.
Yeah, not Wakanda,
well.
unfortunately.
Oh
I'll
well.
go back to playing this too.
All
right.
I'll try Mantis. Just hang out.
All right.
What else? Oh gosh, I know those other characters. We were talking about Ant-Man because we just finished watching that movie. That would be interesting to see what they could do with that.
Ant-Man and maybe even Wasp too.
Oh yeah, Wasp. Basically, James, Wasp is literally just Ant-Man, but she can fly.
And she has
Yep,
like
she's an
stingers.
She's an Ant-Man with wings.
Yeah, pretty much. Does not need Anthony for flying. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah. Well, you know, since
We
we
did
wound
not-
back to that, I guess I could ask, like, now that you have finished Phase 2, like, how would you, like, rank, like, your favorites within Phase 2 is? You know, for the people that are keeping track of your rating of the MCU movies.
As far as like Phase 2 is concerned, I guess if I were to pick a favorite, it probably would. Honestly, it probably would have to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's really
Yeah, that's a fun one.
It just did exactly everything it needed to, and I think it did so with flying colors. It also gave us the absolute best face that you could ever give a Groot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to when we get to
Iron Man
the
went
other
behind
Guardians
us.
movies.
And I
We
got
will
Rex.
never forget you, Groot.
Yeah. What else?
Your memory will live on in Little
Don't-
Groot.
Don't forget that you can Warlock fly Mecha.
That was kind of on cooldown, especially whenever I can't just also attack with it.
That is fair.
I guess I could ask, but before we resume James's MCU ranking here, do you have any thoughts on what your opinions are with Marvel Rivals so far, Mecha? Like any characters that you'd like to see popping up in the future?
Can't say I'm really much of a Marvel buff either.
Okay.
Aw.
Well, are you at least like having fun with the game so far?
Listen, he's being a good enough sport and helping you guys out. That's the best that can be said.
That's fair.
Get him! Bully him!
Kick his ass.
Iron Man's up there is actually a really good shot.
Yeah.
Poor Bruce.
Yeah, that's also like another thing I noticed. That like Iron Man is what I like to classify as a wussy man's character. Like if you just fly up high enough, you can just snipe enemies from the top of the map.
Oh shit!
You know what? I have a. You know what? For the guys that are currently playing, and you know, in hype as well, I have a challenge for you.
What's up?
What's up? Oh shit!
Not counting She-Hulk. If you were to add another Hulk character into this game,
Another Hulk character.
Half-Life or Ravage or...
I'm trying to think, like,
Half-Life.
I would say one of the Hulk villains, but I'm trying to think of, like, a good Hulk villain to use. Like, I don't want to say Abomination, because that would just make it, like, too samey to, like, Hulk and Thing, but, trying to think, I know, that's the thing about Hulk, is that, like, he does have other villains, it's just that it's hard to really pick a good one to use for things like this.
totally fair. I mean, granted, considering this game's already pulled some pretty interesting picks for the roster, Penny Parker, then, you know,
I mean, like, to be
just-
fair,
I
like,
don't know.
Penny's at least relevant because of the Spider-Verse movies.
That's fair. I mean, I would still say if you were going to pick Spider-Man characters to include into this game, I definitely think Penny Parker wouldn't be the highest on that list, though I just think it's all the more impressive she did make it in the first place.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's like never doubt like they'll probably pull in some relatively out there picks for what else they could add to the roster.
That is
For all we
true.
know, maybe the most obscure Hulk villain might or hero might actually be put into the game. For all we know.
That is fair. But yeah, like as far as like if I could think of like any other Hulk villains that they could add in, like it's hard because I feel like She-Hulk probably would be like the most likely.
Well, obviously. Hence why I wanted to make the challenge interesting. But that aside, what about X-Men?
Okay.
I mean,
well,
we
I already
had
mentioned
Wolverine,
Nightcrawler would be a good
Magneto,
one.
Nightcrawler.
Oh, what's up?
Oh yeah, just actually, I don't know.
Let's see. There's Nightcrawler. Cyclops would probably be like another no-brainer pick.
Maybe.
Yeah, I would say so.
Maybe some more like obscure characters like from like the Runaways.
Yeah. Some of the Runaways would be pretty fun. Trying to think, like any other like particular X-Men characters. I'm trying to think of like I'm also trying to like think as far as like villains go, because I can think of like a couple of like X-Men villains that would probably be pretty interesting to see. Like for example, assuming they could be able to make it work, Mystique would be like a really amusing like assassin type character.
Right, because she can literally mimic the appearance of like anyone else.
She could be like this game's TF2 spy.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I see it.
I honestly wouldn't mind seeing Mr. Sinister.
This is
Yeah,
actually
he'd be fun to see too.
What else? What else?
No one can defeat the Blob.
He's not physically.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh, there.
And Scray.
Climb up. I lay down.
You've been defeated by the storm of Kansas.
I'm taking a nap now.
Got her.
Nice.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, I lie. I don't know where Storm actually came from. I was just making a dumb Wizard of Oz reference.
Here
No,
goes.
no, you're fine.
Head
You're
on
fine.
top of the sign.
Clearly you needed some help. Needed that more than you know.
Anybody up?
Oh, that.
Ooh.
What am I?
You know,
Second, yeah.
just typical dying as you do.
What else? Okay, we're gonna stay indoors. Oh yeah!
Oh no! Oh!
Freaking like.
course
Okay,
that'd
we
be
can't
me.
stay indoors.
Was that Magneto?
No, that was Iron Man.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, now Hulk got Hulker.
Oh, what else? What else?
How would you handle Thanos in this kind of game?
I mean, just have
Well,
him figured
Thanos
out.
actually would be a pretty amusing addition. Like, well, first off, he'd probably be a Vanguard.
Yikes.
Oh, I forget. Did we? No. I'm worried. I don't want to enter. I don't want to go into that. Go for the great.
Go for the great. That's funny.
Eh,
I lost to a gopher.
I'm not gonna. I can recognize when I need to take a break. I'm not gonna get into that. Like, I'm not gonna get into that trap of. Oh, I want to.
One
like,
more time.
We have to end
One
on a
more
high
time.
note. No. We're gonna close it now.
I mean, you got a handful
Yeah.
of victories today, so I think you're fine.
Yeah.
So it's very.
Yeah.
It's very. I think it's very solid. I think they're doing a lot of good
Oh.
work into this. And what's up?
What's up?
Oh, I got Sue into the night level now for the proficiency stuff.
Nice.
Hey.
Caught
But,
live.
Yeah. No. I mean, Thanos just don't give him the Infinity Gauntlet. He's still a pretty like solid fighter, I'd say.
Right.
Maybe Beta Ray Bill would be fun.
Like, Beta Ray Bill would be fun. There's a part of me that feel like they might end up just making him like a Thor skin.
I mean, that's true. You could just do that because the skins have actually been pretty solid. Like some of them based on like official movies, official comics. I know I got to come up with at least one other good one that could potentially happen. Oh gosh, I just can't. I think because I really think they've covered like every like big hitter from the MCU. This game opened with a surprisingly large roster.
Yeah, and it's just gonna keep getting bigger.
Gosh.
Bigger and bigger, especially with the lead heroes.
Okay. Gosh, most I could think of would be. I can't even say Killmonger because that'd probably just be a Black Panther skin. Or
Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer could be.
Ooh, Silver Surfer would be a good one.
That's a good one. Gosh, I'm like diving into like my memory of everything. Okay, let's. Okay, maybe I can't think about heroes. Let me just think of villains for some of the characters that they have to fight.
Yeah, 'cause villains can still work.
Fine, we haven't had
Right,
too
because
many
we don't have
villains
a whole
yet.
lot of villains here yet.
Right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's it's open season on the Marvel villains.
So I mean, we already know that Ultron supposedly is coming to the game soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Ultron will
But,
be
you know, they'll probably do him better justice here than they did with him in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
right. No, Ultron will be sick.
Such a kick-ass fucking like combo between him and Sigma, and they wasted.
Shang-Chi or the Mandarin would be neat.
Oh, a Mandarin would be interesting.
With the 10 magical elemental rings and stuff.
You know what, like-
Maybe make Matt happy and actually do freaking I actually forgot his name. He's so like nothing of a character in the MCU. The Dark Elf character.
Oh, Malekith.
Yeah, like do a good Malekith in this.
Yeah, Malekith would be interesting. I was thinking, depending on how you're going to be leaning into the Guardians representation, maybe Nebula.
Oh, Nebula would be fun.
Nebula would be cool because we have almost the main cast from Guardians in the game. The only ones we're missing is
Drax.
Gamora and Drax.
Yeah, we need Drax. But yeah. Mecha, again, do you have any like solid characters that you could think of that could be added in?
Nope.
Oh, well.
Fair enough.
I have one funny little idea, but I know it'll never happen. And to be fair, it would be completely irrelevant considering A, I don't think Marvel owns the rights to the character, and B, he would essentially have been a Susan Storm knockoff anyway. Dr. Noah Body.
I don't know who that is.
I mean, yeah.
Arch enemy of Spider-Man.
Right? But and then yes, otherwise
It was because of him that we remembered that the boys are a thing.
yes. But yes, James does
Like Rhino and Green Goblin and Electro and Scorpion.
yeah. And that does
Yeah.
remind me. That does remind me, James, of all of the various like Spider-Man probably is one of the best like villain.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of good Spider-Man villains you could add into this. Like we mentioned Green Goblin a while ago, Doc Ock I think would be an interesting one. Same with Electro and Mysterio. Maybe
Big
Sam.
Wheel, you get Big Wheel in there. You get
That does remind me of another one I could also see being in the game. That would be Carnage because I do like Carnage.
Carnage.
Carnage would be neat.
Get any of the other symbiotes in there. Yeah.
Also, I love that Wolverine has a Van Helsing skin.
I will say though, because I did remember to end this video off on an awkward note. I was gonna say there is one con about this game about it being developed by NetEase.
What's up?
If you watch my channel, if you watch my footage real quick.
You mean watch your screen?
Yes, my screen.
I see it.
So,
All I see is you highlighting. Oh wait.
they can't let it go.
Man.
They can never let it go.
They can't tell base when it looks them in the face.
What happens if you just type
want to play
poo?
some Marvel Rivals.
They don't even like that.
Wow. Try Tigger.
I can do that. I can do.
Okay, they can do Winnie.
I can do Tigger.
Okay, Tigger's fine.
It's just poo. They don't like poo
My
bear.
God.
So again, that
They
is
hate the bear.
that is an unfortunate side effect of what's going on. But we can clown on it all we want. So
Yeah.
again,
Always. But
really
yeah.
solid game. And please, other developers in our own country and others and around, like just let this be proof that Marvel games, they're like, because everyone's like, oh, Marvel Avengers, like it just didn't do well because it was attached. Like, no, you can have a really solid Marvel Avengers game. I know you can. You just gotta make it a really good game.
Exactly.
And just have fun with it. Generally.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, this fun kid.
Yeah, with that, this is going to conclude the video here. Will we show off the Thing and Human Torch later down the road once they come out in the game? Maybe. Also depends if Logan and Mecha want to join up with me for that.
Yeah.
Also depends on if there's anything else that comes up of interest with Marvel Rivals. Like maybe there will come a point where they will bring in the Sinister Six as the many the characters that you could play as.
Yeah. Or maybe if they introduce like other game modes as well. Like I remember for a short while they had I don't know if it's still around or if it was a limited time thing. There was an exclusive mode where like all the characters were Jeffs, and it was essentially Splatoon but with a Marvel flavor to it. Like you were just basically just playing Splatoon, trying to spray as much of the turf as you can.
Oh yeah,
that was a Christmas exclusive event.
It was a pretty neat idea, and I'm curious to see what else they can do with this.
Yeah.
So, yep, that's my mama.
That's my Marvel.
So,
Oh, you said Marvel. I
again.
thought you said Mama, and I was about
no,
to say
no, I said mama. I was like, well, I said like to try to end off an awkward note of, well, that's my mama.
I didn't think Logan was into bug women, but okay.
No, that armor is actually really sick looking. Actually, oh my gosh. All right, take care, everyone.
Till next time, everybody.
Beware of the again.